Alia, thank you so much for joining me on Bollywood Film Fame Canada. Congratulations, 10 years at the movies. Gangubai is receiving such phenomenal responses. And of course, I'm in love with Jab Saiya. So congratulations on all of that. But I want to tell you the thing that incredibly impresses me is the ability of you as an actor in expressing so much without really saying a lot. And of course, I think that's the magic that Sanjay Leela Bhansali, of course, creates, I think, as well. But tell me about that walk. Tell me about the swag that she has wearing a sari. How did you nail that walk? When did it come to you?
Okay, so one of the things, if you've seen in the trailer, Gangubai puts her feet up and then she puts her hand up, and there's a bottle in her hand, and that is basically a really strong alcohol called Rani Cha, which she drinks, which we heard she drink, like she drank a bit. So we kind of gave her that bottle. It's always there on the side, so she's constantly just sipping on it all day long. She's not a drunk, she's very focused, but she likes to have that drink in her hand. So in my head, that her walk didn't it couldn't be a bit, it couldn't be so straight and it couldn't be extremely proper. So it has to be a little unpredictable. And it's almost like her feet are taking her first and then the body is going behind it. So
Hmm.
that's the way I imagined it in my head, and I just did it a couple of times, and sir didn't ask me to change it, so I just continued with that.
Nice. What about the hand? She has this this hand thing that she does. Even in Jab Saiya, which is such a soft song with Shantanu Maheshwari, she has this hand thing going the entire time, and it's very dominant, and yet it's soft.
I think that is so in in Jab Saiya, the choreography, even though it's a song which is montage driven and it's about a moment, there's choreography there. So even when she's dealing the card, she's dealing it on the beat, and even when she picks the card up, she picks it up on the beat. And she's asking him to open the card, she's making him open it on the beat. So she has a little bit of a grace in her hands, but it's more about the control comes from within, that she's telling him what to do. But because it's a song, the hand also has to be graceful. I guess that's the combination. I don't know.
Hmm. Tell me about working with Shantanu Maheshwari. He obviously has a huge fan following from his television and dance days. Tell me about working with somebody who is very fresh, and yet he has that innocence, I think, that's required, that's come out in Jab Saiya. Tell me a little bit about that chemistry that developed in what we've seen so far.
I love the track with Shantanu in the film. I think he's also such a fabulous actor. He's so honest and so earnest and so present and so hardworking. It's his first film, but he's delivered such complex emotions. And for him to shine and for him to play that part convincingly only makes Gangubai's track more convincing. So I feel very sort of, I was very invested also in the way he was performing on set, and saw from the first time when he saw his audition was very clear that this is going to be my Afshan. Afshan is his name in the film.
Hmm.
And he saw something in his eyes, which so I totally understand and believe when I see him on the big screen, is that his eyes just come out to you, like it's like that. And because, like you rightfully said, he's a dancer, he's got rhythm in his body. So whether he's doing a scene or he's doing a song, he has a natural rhythm, which is so nice to watch. It's like so graceful and it's so pretty. So
Nice.
I'm super excited for the people to see Shantanu's performance, and I think he's going to go a really really long way. He's genuinely extremely talented.
Fantastic. Tell me, we talk about unpredictability, and something you said in an interview previously is that, you were ready for the unpredictability that comes with working on a Sanjay Leela Bhansali set. What was the most unpredictable part of playing Gangubai, or what was something that you noticed about yourself as an actor that perhaps you didn't know before or rediscovered?
Um, Good question. I think there was she has this sort of anger, even not anger, I would say she's fighting
Hmm.
for what she thinks is right. But she has the ability to fight and be sort of, it's like a feeling bad for what she's having to fight for as well. So it's that dichotomy of having the strength, but actually letting the situation hit you and letting the situation affect your heart. Strength doesn't mean you're not affected. That's
Hmm.
what I discovered, that in portraying strength, you don't have to show that you don't have pain. That doesn't depict strength. It's big. It's you continuing to depict strength in spite of the pain. And that's what real strength is. It doesn't just come like, even when we work out in the gym, we first break the muscle down and then the muscle gets built up. So you got to break it down to get some strength.
Mm-hmm.
So even as people and as fighters, we have to emotionally be broken down first and then find that strength. So that doesn't mean that we're not finding the strength from the peak of the mountain. We're literally down below and then we have to build up. So that's something that was a new sort of combination that I discovered.
Nice. I'll ask you a last question because I know that time is short, but I do want to ask you about contrasting emotions. And the thing that I see right away, and this is perhaps something that Sanjay sir just does so well with the performances he creates, of course, through all of you as a medium, is, as you said, you can have pain and strength, but it's hard to get that both in a frame, that contrasting emotion, so to speak. Where there's vulnerability in her eyes, but she's strong, otherwise in her body language. How do you package contrasting emotions and then unpackage them on screen as an actor? Like how do you actually do it?
You feel it, I guess. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. It's a very good question, but I don't think a moment that is depicted through your eyes can be depicted without you really feeling it or thinking it. Like, I feel like what happened gradually or naturally because of the pandemic is because I can only see people's eyes. It's so much easier for me to tell whether somebody is confused or interested or not in agreement or happy or appreciating because I'm just genuinely looking at their eyes. So if you look at the eyes, it's like a mirror. It'll just depict exactly what you're feeling on the inside without the rest of the face. So the combination was to work from here and then say something else from the mouth. So the mouth is giving you a really strong depiction of something. Like, I'm questioning um whether why the mother's name is not enough, for the
Right.
child. I'm saying that like you whatever, you idiot, like how can you say that, like what kind of question is that? That's what my mouth is saying, but my eyes are saying it's still the same, the world is not changing, like why are we still having the conversation? And I genuinely feel that, like I still, even in my eyes, I feel that way as a person today, that we have to so often prove the power and the importance of just being a woman. So that's something that I connect with also, but I'm saying that's not easy to do with every scene. But the contrast comes from understanding what you're saying, having that perspective, and also having another. It's too complicated. Like, if you have two perspectives, maybe in one.
Yeah, almost like putting on a face despite what you may be feeling internally. So what's
Yeah,
internal is in your eyes, and what society perhaps sort of wants you to say, you sort of
you put here.
put
Like,
that
very
together.
often you can say she has a very sad smile. What does she has a very sad smile mean? She's smiling here, but her eyes are sad. So you may do whatever you want with your mouth, but the eyes are a clear depiction of actually the way you're feeling.
Right. I'm so looking forward to this film. I'm so looking forward to seeing you in a different light. Congratulations for everything that's happening for you so far. All the very best. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.